And my wife, she doesn't like the fan on, and that could be an issue, you know. Let's do an unofficial poll, just us. Clap if you cannot stand a fan blowing when you're trying to sleep. Where are you at? Now I have learned to ask that question first, because you're greatly outnumbered. Now, put your hands together if you like sleeping with the fan blowing! You know why? Because we are normal.
Darren Carter, Party Starter, is on the Adam Carolla Show.
I totally agree. Fucking love fans.
I love fans.
Chicks hate fans. There's some problem. There's some genetic thing that women have with air moving. It bothers them.
I know.
I'm like a dog. I want my head out the window.
Exactly.
And I also have a weird semi-obsession with symbolic nonsense. Like the maid came. I don't like having a maid. That we have a maid. The maid came. The maid does stuff that bothers me. Like the maid will take the TV remote and put it in the drawer at the end table. And it's like, it's just a TV remote. It's sitting on a coffee table. It's facing the TV. It operates. By all means, spend an extra 20 seconds on the toilet, bitch. Spend an extra 20 seconds on that fucking shitter and leave my remote alone. And by the way, don't do the shitter and then handle the remote.
Ooh,
I don't need... It's a TV remote that operates a TV that it's facing at in front of a sofa on a coffee table. Spend the extra 20 seconds on the commode.
Right.
Or whatever. The fridge.
No,
yesterday with the fan, hold on, mate.
No, I was just imagining.
Yesterday with the fan, I got the little. I got to put the little fan by the end table that just hits me. You know, the night table. It's like a little fan. You know, it faces basically my pillow, my head.
Yeah.
I get the fan in the face, right?
I don't like in the face though.
I go to bed. I'm going to bed the other day. I realized the maid was there because the fan, she's taking the fan and faced it forward. And faced it forward. It's like, thanks for tidying up the fan, bitch. But I don't want the fan. First off, the fan is facing the direction that I want it. You know the other move she does? The clock, the digital alarm clock, which I turn so I can see it when I'm laying down. She straightens it out. She faces it. The wall, but when you lay in bed, then you can't see. You see the side of the clock. Spend the extra time on the toilet. That's all I'm saying. By the way, night mask, nightshade in the drawer. Thank you for putting the thing in the drawer and turning the fan. Now I'll just go ahead and turn the fan and get the thing out of. I will undo. By the way, you think this is like a Marine barracks? Like there's some kind of inspection that's going to be going on later on in the day?
Yeah, she has a compass and measuring.
Arlie Ermey's going to come in here with a trash can and a wooden spoon. Like, the clock faces the bed so that when I'm sleeping in the bed, I can open my eyes and see what time it is. You turning it toward my feet is fine, but I'll just have to... Who do you think put the clock this position?
Right.
Or the fan this position?
Or at least clean the blades on the fan, right? That's important. Because sometimes the blades get a little dusty.
They're wildly, they're insanely the dustiest thing in the world.
Okay, Mr. Adam, I do toilet now.
Whatever extra time you have, I want you to take the time that you take to take my alarm clock and face it the wrong direction. The direction where it can't be read. Now, it can be read when one's awake and standing outside the bed, but once you lay down, you cannot tell what time it is because you've changed the direction.
Right.
I want you to take that time. I want you to take the TV remote put away time. And I want you to take the fan misdirect time and the nightshade, the eye shade, putting in the drawer. Take all that. Add it all up. Hit the fucking latrine, bitch. And take that extra 41 seconds and spend that scrubbing that shit bowl.
Okay, Mr. Adam. Please stop yelling.
Yes.
Yeah. Like when I'm in a hotel, I always put the do not disturb. I don't want the maids coming in. I don't want it
either. I don't. Minivans typically have a stopping distance of 138 feet from 60. Well, wow. Stopping distances have shortened up over the years. That seems short to me. Yeah. You sure? What's a Corvette? What's a brand new Corvette have? It's going to be like 86 feet or something.
Yeah.
All right, sorry, news, man.
Oh, yeah, news is up. I think you remember Los Angeles Fire Chief former Kristin Crowley. She's filed a legal claim against the city that accuses Mayor Karen
It's funny, in
Bass.
all the cities, when all the shit falls apart and all the fuck-ups happen and everything burns to the ground, then and only then you find out dumb women are running everything.
Right.
You're like, what?
Yeah.
What are all the
Yeah.
chicks come from? We run everything.
Yeah.
Oh, that's why it's a shit show. Okay, I got you.
She said that she orchestrated a campaign of misinformation, defamation, and retaliation during and after the wildfires in Pacific Palisades.
Yeah, they can't stop themselves. All right, sorry, Dawson, you have something? You have the complaint, I hear.
The allegation is that Mayor Karen Bass in the city of Los Angeles retaliated against former LAFD Fire Chief Kristin Crowley because of Crowley's speech and concerted activities protected under the labor code in the state in the U.S. Constitution. Crowley engaged in protected speech to pull the curtain covering LAFD budgetary and other issues that left Angelenos exposed to danger, to punish Crowley for her protected speech and to tarnish Crowley's stellar reputation. Bass made repeated malicious and patently false public statements about Crowley and removed Crowley from her position as fire chief based on those false statements. Bass's actions and statements against Crowley were solely for Bass's personal gain at the expense of Angelenos, designed to scare city employees from telling truths that Bass did not want exposed, and to misdirect public scrutiny of Bass's mistakes to Crowley, a career firefighter who has dedicated her life to the safety of Angelenos.
All right, so first things first. I love it when everything burns to the fucking ground and you're like, we didn't have the resources. Stop talking shit, bitch. Like, well, okay. So what's your premise, Karen Bass? There's nothing that can be done to fight a fire in modern times? Like, there's nothing? Like, no, it wasn't that. It wasn't the defunding. It wasn't the mothballed fire trucks. It wasn't an empty reservoir. Okay, so there's just nothing? We're just at the whim of God. This whatever in nature. It's modern times, but we can just burn to the ground because there's just nothing anyone could do about it, except for if you were competent, we could have done something about it. But also, it's great because chicks may be mayors and they may be police chiefs and they may be fire chiefs, but they're chicks first.
Yeah,
and they fucking hate each other.
And in that vein, the claim demands a formal apology to Crowley.
Right. And one of them
before
starts,
the city council to make the case that she should be reinstated as chief.
and one of them starts talking shit. And here's the problem with all this DEI bullshit is you see this 50-year-old woman running the LA Fire Department and you go, is she really the best choice? I'll put it to you this way. Rick Caruso had a fire crew save his entire facility in the Palisades. It's the only thing around. Do you think Rick Caruso's fire chief was a chick?
Doubtful.
I'm going to go with no.
If so, she had a deep mustache.
I'm going to go with a dude because I'll bet that was the best person for the job. But in L.A., it's important that we have a mayor that's a chick, even if she's fucking incompetent. And it's important that we have a fire chief that's a chick, even if she's incompetent. You see how it works, kids? It's a great message for the kids. It's a wonderful, uplifting message for the kids. Here's what, look. The downside is the entire city's burned to the ground, a piece of shit. But the good news is you have two people with vaginas burning it to the ground. So that's the good news, kids. It should be inspiring. Ladies, I hope you're motivated by this.
Yeah. You can grow up and do this,
You can
too.
grow up and be wildly incompetent. It's awesome. What a time. And we're so much better for it. All right. The Corvette is 115 feet. I say that minivan stopping distance is too low.
Yeah.
He's
like
only got the Corvette beat
Yeah.
by 22 feet. That feels too short for me.
We're going to have to do a test right now.
You bring your minivan?
Yeah, I got
mine.
All right, cool. Let's do this.
I got my semi-truck.
Darren, you got your semi?
I got it.
Okay. I was going to do a stopping. We're making contact.
Oh, go ahead.
I mean,
listen. All right.
I got my sparring helmet.
All right. Let's see. Yeah, let's see. Let's see. I will say that van
Yeah.
Was a Chrysler. Was it Town and Country?
No, it was. It looked like a Chrysler.
Look at a Chrysler
Town
from 2011 and see if what the stopping distance on that thing will be.
Yeah.
I think something must have happened with like an optical illusion. Now maybe it could have been a distraction, but I'm telling you, maybe the brake lights were on.
Let me give you precedent.
No, there's no lights on the side of the van.
Yeah.
I'm giving you precedent.
Yeah.
You ready?
Yeah.
A self-driving Tesla T-boned a semi-truck when the sun hit it and like reflected it.
Yeah.
That may have been like polished stainless or whatever.
That's the downside of a Tesla.
Think.
The only downside is it uses all optical sensors.
How scary is that? You can be like, stop.
Listen, but when you're driving a Tesla in auto drive,
Yeah.
you're driving, you can pay attention still because it'll take some chances.
Yeah.
2011 Chrysler Town and Country touring had a braking distance of only 130 feet when stopping from 60 miles an hour, according to Motor Trend. All right. Anyway, well, we'll sort it out. I'll stay on the case.
Okay.
Sorry.
All right, well, let's keep you angry at California. Bed Bath & Beyond says it won't open stores in California. It says it's overregulated, expensive, and risky.
That's the other thing, which is, look, when you're making a decision, forget California.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But you go, I'm going to open a smoothie hut, right? And someone goes, okay. And let's forget Nevada versus Nashville or whatever, and LA or whatever. You just go, hey, guys, I want to get some money, Darren and Dawson and Andrew and Mayhem. I'm looking for investors. And then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to open up a smoothie hut, and I'm going to do it in Pacoima. Okay, I'm going to do it on the west, in the valley, in Pacoima. All right? And then someone would go, yeah, Pacoima is kind of a rough neighborhood.
Right.
Like, it's kind of a little dicey, a little dirty, a little dangerous. Yeah, but white folk love smoothies.
Yeah.
Yeah, but there's no real white folk over there.
Right.
It's a lot of Hispanic folks, and they don't want to spend $7 on a smoothie. So I don't think it would be good. It wouldn't be good business.
Yeah,
They go, well, once you open it up in Sherman Oaks, and then I would go, well, it costs a little more in Sherman. They go, yeah, but that's a better place for it. Okay, that's what businesses do. That's what businesses do, Gavin Newsom. They go, well, what would it? Well, they don't have. So when you have tons of taxes and tons of regulations, then business go, well, I don't think it'd be a good idea to open there. And then Gavin Newsom, because he's such a fucking retarded sociopath, he's just like, well, screw you then, man. It's like, okay. Tell everyone to fuck off who leaves California, who doesn't want to do. By the way, it's not that they don't want to do business in California. They want to do business in California. They can't do business in California because you've made it so.
And I just realized if you had a smoothie hut in Pacoima, let's say we all put our money in, we open it up, and then we go to work and we're like, where are all these fruit cart guys on the sidewalk in front of our smoothie hut? Like,
Right.
And people are just going to go to the fruit cart and not the smoothie.
I just leave the bait cars out there for them.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
We ever find a bait car with a placard on it, Andrew? Because I swear to God, I saw it on a news story. Because it makes California sense, right? We have to
warn them.
If you're going to be filmed by law,
we have your consent.
we have your sign this release before you get into the bait car.
Yeah, sign and release. They have a pen in there.
All right, what else we got?
By the way, I'm not going to miss those mailers. You ever get those Bed Bath &
Listen,
Beyond?
man, I think that actually Gavin Newsom was going to solve the homeless crisis by building it out at Bed Bath & Beyond. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Let me tell you a rite of passage and something I would hope for any child, even your stripper daughter. Buying your first home.
Yeah.
Even buying your first home is great, but even if it's just like your first place, but buying your first home especially and going to a Bed Bath & Beyond and like walking up and down the aisles and I need one of those brooms where the dustpan snaps on to the handle so I don't lose the. That's a good one. That's a good one. And then you start walking around, you're like, Listen, man, I don't even know what a duvet cover is, but I feel like I may need one about now. You know, and you walk around and
exciting.
You see the toilet.
More towels.
I can reinvent myself.
Yeah, you start seeing stuff and you didn't know existed. You know, there's a pepper mill with a salt shaker built into it. It's one unit.
Yeah. Oh
man,
my God. And it doubles as a back scratcher.
Yeah, that's gonna be sweet. Yeah, and you start putting shit in your shopping cart. And you're pushing around. Like I remember that feeling, going like. I grew up in a house. I don't know that anyone ever purchased a new towel. We had weird. My grandparents had weird outdoor towels that were literally you'd hold them up and light would pass through them and they would start to decompose. And if you dried yourself, there'd be more shit on you because the towel was decomposing.
13-year-old Adam Carolla rubbing it with the cloth that he was swaddled in.
Somehow unthinkable to take a towel that was in the bathroom and bring it 12 feet out the back door and set it on a chair. Like that would have been unthinkable.
Drying your car with it.
Yeah. I mean, everything was old and shitty and nothing worked and no one bought anything new. And all of a sudden you're looking at a down comforter. Ooh. My fan will hit
it's like
this
a weighted
nicely.
blanket.
What do you mean? I just lay right down in there in the Bed Bath & Beyond. Take a nap.
It had its own smell.
Oh, yeah.
There was a little bit of candle going on because they had some candles, you know.
That's right.
You had some cleaning materials over there. You had this little there was a smell of hope. Fresh hope. And they'd pump. If I owned that place, I would just pump in the Carpenters. We've only just begun to live. And I'm pushing that cart.
Oh, yeah.
Getting myself a towel. Feeling good.
Admiring all the different
Here's
towel
the toilet
racks.
brush that bitch can use instead of fucking around with my TV remote. You push your way out there and it felt like you're doing something. Yeah. Now everyone's fucking online on Amazon.
I know.
That shows up 3 days later. That's not, you don't get the smell.
I know.
You don't get the experience. And you don't get the surprise buy. Like when you're walking down the aisle and you just turn the corner and you see a cover for the toilet seat. And you're like, ew. I didn't know I needed a cover for my toilet seat.
Or they even have covers for the toilet paper that goes over.
Yeah,
Ooh,
I'm tired of my toilet paper. There's one thing that never gathers dust. It's a Rolling Stone and toilet paper rolls. Like, I don't know why I need the cover, but there could be an incident where I need this toilet paper needs protection.
I now want a toilet paper koozie.
Hey, that's new merch.
Ooh, look at this frother. Wow. That's sweet.
I know, it's like going to the Sharper Image. If I was like super rich, I'd just live in the future. You know, like everything has dual use.
Do they even a Sharper Image?
I know,
still around?
Because that's the sense I got when I would go in there. Like, a massage chair and like a sleep therapy mask, and you know what I mean? Like just constantly tricked out with.
Is like Brookstone and Sharper Image the same sort of thing, or I always confuse them?
Yeah.
One of them must survive.
I think they all got replaced by the As Seen on TV store.
Oh, yeah.
That's a different category. That's all kitsch. I'm talking Sharper Image is like, man, you're going Back to the Future.
Oh yeah. Sometimes I'd go to the airport and I'd see one in there and I'd be like, I want to see what's out now. What's popular? What's the latest greatest thing? You know?
Yeah, exactly.
A massaging chair.
Begun to live. Yeah. Sorry, kids. No Bed Bath and Beyond for you in Los Angeles or California now. So it's not going to work here because. That's also a thing too that's kind of interesting. That I find interesting about governance. You know what I mean? Like, if there's a constant chorus, like it's a constant chorus of, hey man, we can't do business in this place because the taxes are too high and it's over-regulated and it's cumbersome and it's not hospitable, so we're going to move to Tennessee. Yeah. At what point does the person who runs the place go, you know what? After the 2000 story I've heard about this, I'm going to look into this a little bit. I'm going to, instead of calling those people dicks while they're leaving, I'm going to go, well, maybe there's something to it. These guys seem pretty bright, and they're business people. Maybe they know something.
I remember there was that meme that was going around about Gavin Newsom. Like it said, like he's done great business for U-Haul because all these, right? So
yes, I would just say micro or macro. Like if my garden hose was just flopped all over the driveway, and my neighbor kept saying, "Why don't you roll that thing up? It looks like hell." And people walking their dogs said, "Why don't you roll it?" Like at some point, I might go, I'm going to examine the notion of possibly rolling up this hose and putting it back there, because it seems like enough people have said enough things for long enough that I will explore that versus telling them all to fuck off. It seemed like at a certain point I might want to think about it or examine it or just go, look, I get people are saying it. Yeah, Toyota was here and Nissan was here and everyone was here and they left. Yeah, okay. Well, let's see what they're thinking. Maybe I'll just sit down and talk to them and see what their plan is. Maybe there's a way to woo them back. I don't know. I mean, they're trying it with the film industry. They got super greedy and they drove all the productions out, so they'd like it back. I don't know. Look. Would you like production back? Yes. Why? Oh, well, because it creates jobs and revenue and tax base. Okay, I'm going to make that argument for Bed Bath & Beyond. Right. It has jobs, creates revenue and a tax base and stuff. Don't you want this?
Don't you want to make California great again?
Right. Why are you doing battle with the job creators? That's
right.
I don't know when they became the bad guys. I know you guys, you hate. Okay, so you hate Bed Bath & Beyond and you hate ICE, and you love illegals driving semi-trucks. Okay, but that doesn't seem like a great overarching plan for your state.
Yeah, and he's spending more time like imitating Trump online. He's got those writers. He's doing like name calling.
Right.
And all this.
Yeah, that's a good troll, though.
Let's work on this. Let's work on a better climate for business.
Right.
Mm-hmm. There's nobody I know who's not thinking about leaving California. That's not good if you run a state. You shouldn't have that. All right. I mean, his greatest. I don't know. We should revisit Gavin Newsom. I know I do, but him talking to Kara Swisher about the family that moved to Utah. Andrew doesn't know what I'm talking about. He's going to find it. Dawson will find it. It's really, you have to kind of break it down because it's an insight to how utterly insane Gavin Newsom is. Now, there are politicians you disagree with on both sides of the aisle, but they track. You know what I mean? Like you can go, hey, I want Europe to be on more renewable resources. I want more solar. I think the European continent should be doing more wind and more solar. Okay, that sounds good. And then the other guy on the other side would go, they don't have enough infrastructure for wind and solar, and there's too many winter days, and they end up going back to fossil fuels, and they buy all those fossil fuels from Russia. And we don't want that. So let's not do the change to wind and solar. And you go, okay, well, all right, wind and solar guy over here. All right, that makes sense. And then the other guy's going, you know what, I don't buy him fuel from Russia. So, no, I don't want it. And then you could go, all right, well, that guy makes a point. But it's not often where they're just nonsensical. Do you know what I mean? Like Biden was that way. Kamala Harris that way. Yeah. Gavin Newsom is nonsensical, which is weird. So Kara Swisher years ago, it's only 50 seconds long, says to him, people are leaving California. This is 6 years ago. And his answer to her, if the guy presides over the state where people are leaving, is, well, listen.
Former Governor Brown said it best, where the hell are you going to go? And, I love Texas. Don't get me wrong.
Is that the new California motto? Where the hell are you going to go?
I don't know, but he said it. But it was an interesting point.
All right, you can stop there for a second. She says people are leaving California, and he says, where the hell else are you going to go?
Yeah.
Bruh.
And then she goes, well, Texas, or wherever, I don't know, Florida, Texas, Nevada, Tennessee. I mean, pretty long list of where people are going. So he goes, Jerry Brown, former Governor Jerry Brown, says, where the hell are you going to go? And she goes, what's that mean? And he goes, I don't know. Jerry Brown said. Which, A, makes you insane or a sociopath. But then he goes, but it was an interesting point. Okay, so Okay. Do you agree with what Jerry Brown said in that, I don't know, Jerry Brown said it? Or is it an interesting point? Which one is it? He sounds retarded in the first 11 seconds of this thing.
I love when you do this.
Obviously, he doesn't know what he's talking about. He doesn't care what he's talking. He's just talking. But run it from the top one second. So she goes, people are leaving California, and he quotes the great retard Jerry Brown.
Former Governor Brown said it best. Where the hell are you going to go? And, you know, I love Texas. Don't get me wrong.
Is that the new California motto? Where the hell are you going to go?
I don't know, but he said it. But it was an interesting point because where are you going to get so many of the other things in the balance sheet?
But you are aware that I've lived there for 2 decades, essentially. And this is the first time I've had people really talking about not being there and not that they could figure it out somewhere else. I don't think that's true. I think they can figure out where they're going to go.
Yeah, and then that means, but it's not a zero-sum game.
Right.
Okay.
That doesn't mean
I have
anything.
a friend who just went to Utah. Beautiful. It may be the right thing for him. They've made a ton of money. They have the ability to take their kids out of public school into private school, and they're doing that. And, you know, I imagine they're not going to turn their back forever on California.
He's lucky he's pretty and he's a wine merchant.
I know. He's fucking clinically nuts. He's nuts. He's asked a simple question. And by the way, Darren, ask me what I think about. I'm running California. Okay. Ask me what I think about people leaving California.
Adam, lots of people are leaving California. What's your...
You know, Darren, I've heard this, and I understand it. And as the governor of that state, I'm not a fan of it. I love California. I don't know where else you're going to find the Pacific Ocean and Disneyland, you know, an hour's drive apart. But I get it. People are making decisions, and I've seen it, I've heard it, and I'm talking to people and asking why they're motivated to leave, and I'm thinking about doing things, maybe cutting back a little of the red tape, maybe lowering the tax base, maybe incentivizing people to stay. But I get it. People have a life to live, and it's I'm going to quote Mayor Sam Yorty from 1964. He said, don't let the door hit you in the ass on the way out, brosif.
No, is that something you agree with? Or
No, he said it.
Oh.
But he made a very interesting point.
Indeed.
Hey, I know a couple.
Yeah.
They're affluent.
Yeah.
Starting to have a family. And they moved to Boise, Idaho. And they're doing great over there. And they got their kids in a private school. And
are they going to come back to California?
They used to live in Encino. Mm-hmm. And they're in Boise. And hey, good for them. Because they're enjoying themselves. I imagine someday, if the wind's blowing just right and the stars align, they may find their way back at some point. Maybe after the fires. After we put out all the fires. I could see them. They're in Boise now. I know another couple.
Let me ask you real quick.
I know another couple that moved to Henderson, Nevada.
The movie industry,
and they're doing great.
The movie industry is shutting down. There's not a lot of production. There's fires.
The guy who moved to Nevada was in the movie industry, and he's doing. Look, I know another couple moved to Nashville. Hey, good for them. Mm-hmm. They're doing great. Does that answer your question about people leaving?
No.
I just cited couples that left.
But why aren't people coming here, and why aren't businesses happening? And do you have any more platitudes for us?
Yeah, I do.
Yes. Oh gosh.
Okay.
Love this governor.
So LeVar Burton once said, when he was talking about Nabisco leaving California, he said, "Hit the road, Jack, and don't you come back no more, no more, no more, no more." Now that's a Ray Charles song, but it was quoted by LeVar Burton.
Yeah, take a look. It's in a book.
I know. It's Reading Rainbow.
Yeah, he said it, not me.
Yeah, but do you agree with it?
No, he said it, not me. But he makes a good point about hitting the road, Jack. Hey, I know a couple. These guys, they moved to the Ohio area. A good couple, affluent, and money. Good for them. They put their kids in private school.
Yeah.
Cincinnati or Columbus?
Columbus.
All right.
And I imagine he'll be back one day.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Are
They
these
have
rich
money.
people?
They have money.
Do you think when they come back, it'll be when you're no longer governor?
You know, they asked when I was going to stop being governor, but I don't know if that's what they were
If
looking
that
for.
had anything to do with
I
it?
don't know that. Anyway, everyone I know has moved out, so that's the answer to your question. Okay, you asked the question, what's going on with people moving out, and how can we stop it? And I answered your question by explaining what Sam Yorty said, and also by citing you examples of people I know who moved out.
Yeah.
Understood?
Yes, I do have a Bed Bath & Beyond coupon for you. Not sure if you're able to use it, but...
And scene. All right, let's give everybody a plug here.
Yeah.
I'm going to be in Provo doing a dry bar show.
Nice.
That'll be August 29th. You go to amcarolla.com for all the live shows. Darren Carter's got his dry bar special. It is called Calm Down. And tour dates coming up. Irvine Improv,
yeah.
September 3rd, coming out here. Great venue over there. Pocket Party is the name of the pod. Mayhem.
Pocket Party Podcast.
What do you got?
I don't know. Got a Mayhem show. Hashtag not a podcast.
So, till next time, I'm Carolla. For Darren and Mayhem saying, mahalo.